That comic podcast.
Hello. Welcome to That Comic Podcast. I'm your host, Menti, and with me, as always, are my wonderful sidekicks, this time, Just Bussington.
Ring!
I'm throwing it at you first.
Ring, ring, ring. You got me off that. So I had
Everyone on their toes. Everyone on their toes. And then P features.
Hello, Internet.
What's up, Pumpkin? How are you?
Doing good.
All right, so this one is gonna be a fun show because I didn't know this was happening. I knew I was excited for it, but I had no idea about the release date. And then Buzz goes, "Hey, guess what? The Toxic Avenger is out," and that changed my whole weekend plans. Everything. Okay, I'm already too excited. I'm already too excited. Let me reel this back in. This is going to be a review of Toxic Avenger. We're going to do part of it as a spoiler-free review and then get into all the spoilery and gory details in just a moment, plus a little bit of news at the end. But for the most part, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be honest. I am not the biggest Trauma fan. I watched Toxic Avenger when I was younger, so this is and I started reading that last comic run, but I haven't been big into this in a while, so I'm very happy that Buzz is with me on this one, and I'm happy that he kept me in the loop, because I would have been pissed, because you couldn't find seats for this thing.
Really?
Anyone else have issues with that? There was 3 theaters that were showing it, and the ones that had showings had a lot of people in it. I was like, wow.
That's awesome, man. My theater was actually kind of empty, but I'm glad that you guys had a packed theater. That's a good turnout.
Oh, and not only was that a packed theater, the closed caption one, or excuse me, the open caption one before it. I was going to try and go early in the afternoon. Mm-mm.
Dang.
Yeah, which is
People
great.
Showed
that's
up.
Wonderful news.
People
Yeah,
showed the F up like they asked them to.
That's good. Well, it needed to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what was released in 2023 and in September, and then it had a holdout. No one wanted to put it out because of the nature of the movie, with the graphic stuff and the jokes and so, it kind of sat on a shelf, and then all of a sudden, months later, people were asking, and then someone snagged it up, obviously, Bloody Disgusting, Cineverse. They're the ones jumping on the Terrifier stuff, so they took a huge grab at it, and obviously, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It was a great movie.
It's so good. It's spoiler alert. It's so good. It's so good. I was shocked how much I enjoyed it from the campiness right from the get-go. It leans in so beautifully into what you would expect. It's like nothing you've ever seen, but something you absolutely expected if you saw the trailer. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels right.
It's a movie that knows exactly what it is. Go ahead, Pete. Sorry.
I would say the only analogy or another movie that you could kind of draw on from that you would walk into it expectations like Toxic Avenger, I would say in the last couple of years was Black Dynamite.
Yes.
It's the only.
Very much.
And it was man.
Well, it just shows you when movies know what they are and they know who their core audience is and they stick to the formula. It just is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's gory and gross and just nasty and beautiful.
Yeah, you can tell. I watched this campaign for this thing. Get its reboot, get its director, get its cast, and I followed it the whole time, and it really delivered. A lot of people were on the fence very, very early on with, the full character being a little shorter than the version of it. And it's like the little engine that could, you know what I mean? It was making you got James Gunn doing good. He started at Troma. So now Troma's getting their reboot. And obviously with Toxic Avengers, their main flagship. So they go with that. But yeah, they knocked it out the park.
I love how they added Tromaville.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so clever how they pulled that off. Again, no spoilers just yet. Go see the movie and then come back for that part. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that, some of the things that fans were questionable on, that stuff just went out of my mind when I went right into it, and I fell into the character, into Winston's, downtrodden life and following, the human aspect of it.
Yep.
What, spoiler in the beginning, we see a little bit of action. He's like, hold up, let me tell you the story.
Yeah.
It's so trippy.
Cool.
It's so trippy and wonderful. So without getting into too much detail, this is for a spoiler-free-ish recap. It is a new version of Toxie. Right. It's a character named Winston. It's not Melvin like we've known before in the past, and it's a stepfather who is also a single father and is down on his luck as a janitor at a cosmetic company that just hates everyone. And that's par for the course. That's what you expect. Like big corporations and pollution is kind of what you'd expect, and you get plenty of that. But the change in character is really what sold me, because that was a beautiful part of the movie, which you'd think would be a negative, is that Toxie's not in it as much as you might think he is. But Winston's so great, and you root for him almost immediately.
Yes.
Right from the burnt toast, you're like, I'm with this dude. I'm with this dude. Where I find that Melvin kind of, I don't know, I dropped the comic, and the comic wasn't bad by any means, but it didn't draw me in the same way that Winston's character did. And that might just be because I'm older now. It might be because I relate a little bit more. So, I mean, that probably plays a role, but this new version is beautifully done.
I would definitely agree with you on that one. And I think the main reason, like, because I haven't seen Toxic Avenger since way back myself, but in comparison, Melvin to Winston, Melvin, younger me was able to kind of relate to Melvin on a sense of like kind of being a nerdy guy, not being with the in crowd. I think they played on that for his character then in those times, but now older me with Winston, you're right. There's a little bit more empathetic because you're dealing with real world problems, and he's like, I don't know what to do about this, and I have all these things on my head. So, right now in this day and age, that's highly relatable for any and almost everyone. So.
Yeah, you see it starting off in a dark place with losing the mother and trying to keep going and still continue their life in a positive way. So you're already like, you can relate to that because people have been down their luck, but also wanting to strive on and continue. And so you're with him, like you're in his group with him already.
All this before Toxie. All of this before Toxie. And you empathize with him so much that when Toxie comes around and finally shows his beautiful, gruesome face, you are just thrilled for the adventure that you go on with him, because they lean so heavily into the campy aspect of it. But it's because it's so self-referential, it makes it's almost kind of like a Ted Lasso effect, where everything's just like, yes, it's like gory Ted Lasso. If that makes any sense.
It really, the original was very comic booky and over the top, and this one just takes it to the next level, and it really adds. I think it added more to the movie budgetarily. And with, new actors and even some big name actors in there, really kind of helping carry the film.
Kevin Bacon's doing
that.
I not expect to see
what I mean? Got some big name guys out there, being like, yo, check this movie out because it's really, really cool. Please come out and see it. And it delivers.
At this point, just spoiler alert.
Yeah,
you
I can't hold it.
You know exactly where we are. We gave you a recap.
You've seen the trailer.
And if you've seen the trailer, you're getting exactly what you want. Like, if you see the trailer and you're just not like, that doesn't do something for you, you can skip this. But even if just a small part of you goes, oh, that was kind of cool. I brought my little brother. He's never seen anything like it before. Awesome. He was like, that was amazing. It's like, yes, when he becomes Toxie, which is almost going to be interesting for the future of this franchise if they keep it going, that Peter Dinklage will just be a voiceover character from this point forward. That's going to be a little weird, but it doesn't matter because they did such a good job blending the two. At no point did I get like, oh, that's somebody different than Peter Dinklage.
Right.
Yeah, and it is somebody different. Luisa Guerrera, who's like the monster actor and has all the experience. I think Peter was talking at San Diego about how, no, it wasn't me in the suit. It was like way too hot and I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And like really, giving the attaboys to them for doing the role. And it ironically, I knew that going in and it didn't change anything for me. Something about the mannerisms and Luisa's expressions and stuff, it like translated for me where I almost thought Peter might have been in the suit.
And it kind of was in a weird way. So he wasn't. No, just he was not. But what he did, from what I heard an interview with him where he said that he would do the scene and act like how he would act. And then she would take the footage and study it.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why they merged together. Very. You know what it felt? Another show that's doing well with this is Sweet Tooth in Twisted Metal. The way that the voice actor and the what's his name?
Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Merged so well into one character. You never really question whether or not the voice is there. And this one actually has to move the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, at least for Sweet Tooth, it's a mask. It's easy.
Yeah, that's really well done.
It's beautifully done. Like all the way to the lackluster post-credit scene. Which, by the way, did you say? Please tell me you stayed for that, there, Buzz.
Was it after the credits had ran completely?
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
So I looked at. Oh, you're gonna love this. I looked it up
You can spoil it, go ahead.
ahead of time to see if there was one, and I saw the director said we wanted to make the most boring, just nonsense and credit scene we could possibly come up with, and it's just him making a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Telling you how he makes a grilled cheese, and that's the whole thing. It's like sometimes I use mayo.
He's like, you gotta add a little of this for a little bit of pop, that crunch. I'm like,
Sometimes you put cheese on the outside and then let it melt onto the outside of the bread.
It was funny. I didn't think it was going to get one right. I was like, nah, they probably wouldn't do that. And my wife kind of runs out of the theater when it's over, and I noticed some people stayed, and I was like, should I stay?
Did you see the Toxie will return?
No, I didn't. But I figured it. I figured they would do that. Yeah.
Hold on, you guys keep talking for just a second. I
Yeah,
gotta see
yeah.
if I can find
If you can
what
pull it out.
actually says.
wait, because
I
it
hope
was,
someone took a picture.
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
because there was like there's probably like the under joke.
Oh
Yeah,
dude,
listen.
it's the whole screen.
Oh right.
it said, it's like Toxie will return, and it's like
Hold on, I'll look for it. Talk about something else. I'll come back to it. I'm looking.
All right.
I'm looking.
So
Yo, feature. Did you like the Hawk She-Hulk moment where you like put some of the ooze
yeah,
in the JJ
Yeah.
character?
I
To, like, bring her back.
I kind of remember that loosely a little bit. I feel like that happened in the original.
She had gotten shot, and then he like squeezes the goo. And,
Yeah.
like, brings her back. I was like, man, this is like a Incredible Hulk kind of thing. I thought that was pretty cool.
I wonder if they're gonna play into that later on. Like, I wonder if that comes back around, because there's no way this movie's gonna get a sequel.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we
Yeah,
gotta
we're
pass it
getting
around
one.
more.
Yeah,
It does need to get passed around. That's no
that's
question.
probably what'll
Everybody needs
happen.
to see it.
That'll be the way. It's almost like Basket Case, where it's like you have like crazy Siamese monster brother, and then in part 2 and 3, everyone's a mutant.
Dude, if they could do, I feel like they could remake all of the old Toxic Avenger movies for today, like they did with this one, and it would work just as well. One thing I would like to say that they did extremely well was they invited a lot of social norms that will either make people feel icky or go like, oh, that's
Right.
kind of cool. But
Right.
they did it in such
always-
a very subtle way. That
right.
It
They
didn't
were,
take
they were
anything away
like
from the
soft
movie.
about it. The gang group and the little like food joint, like
Yeah.
extremists and stuff. That was in the original.
Yeah, absolutely it was.
A lot of nods to Lloyd's like style, his Gonzo style, kind of like taking whatever he can get and putting it in anyway. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not.
Yeah,
It's just for entertainment purposes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Movies are smoke and mirrors, so you're kind of putting this together and this together to make a picture.
I'm not gonna find it.
It's probably not out yet, man.
Yeah, right. I tried.
I'll go see it again.
I'll try, but
Well-
it was like Toxie will return in Megaplex Vision,
Yeah.
and it goes down the screen. It adds so many things.
It's
so
great
good.
because like Lloyd, I don't know how he did it, man. Maybe it was because it was the 80s, but Lloyd got away with putting that like kind of like something you wouldn't say in public.
Yeah.
In public, like the Troma kind of their reputation is there's almost like no boundaries. But from what I understand, you know what I mean, like they really allow artistic freedom, like within the creativity of like their network, how they built their franchise. So it's pretty neat to see that it's still keeping that like kind of like edge crossing humor. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
it's got that 80s sprinkled on it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got that 80s cult
But it's
sprinkle.
not taking itself so seriously where it's like if you say something that's like offensive, it's like they really meant it. You know what I mean? Like they're just doing it to like
You saw
lampoon
a
the
guy
idea.
lose his jaw.
Yeah.
Like you saw a guy get
Acid
the top
piss.
of his head taken. Acid. Oh my god, when he pees on
Piss.
I forgot all about that. Was the funniest scene.
I
Where
gotta
he's
whip it out.
I'll have better aim this time.
Yeah. See, that was what I was saying about wanting to go back and see it again because, like, every time I looked at a joke, there was another joke following it and one happening behind it and then one on the screen written, too. And it's like, I can't read and watch all of it. I'm going to have to see it
Yeah.
again.
I thought it was dope how they got all of they really touched on that lewd and gore behavior that the old films had into this one.
Yeah.
It didn't
That's
miss
the
a beat.
style.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the one journalist who wouldn't die.
Yeah.
He just kept shooting him.
You got nothing.
Projectile through the
And then
window.
dude loses the top of his head. His brain then explodes, and then he just crawls around on the floor like just alive.
Yeah.
With no
Guy you
brain.
can't kill.
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask, Buzz. What was your reaction to the one band member who honestly I thought was a mutant chicken the entire time?
Oh, the mutant chicken thing, dude.
Yeah.
So good. I
Oh.
felt like as soon as you would get like too much into the movie, it would go to the mutant chicken.
Yep.
Right. This is a joke. This whole thing.
Just so you know what you're watching.
Just so you know what you're watching. But we loved it. You know, at the end when he's like there and there's the mutant chicken and the chicken's all scared.
Where's John Haven?
You're getting that like you know, I don't know a lot of Macon Blair's work. I know he did The Green Room, which is like a really intense film.
Oh,
too.
wow. That was the same guy who did The Green Room?
Yeah, Macon Blair.
Is
Wow.
it really?
It is, yeah.
Wow, The Green Room is rough,
It's
man.
intense. Yeah,
Somebody
it's
told me to
intense.
watch that one time, and that blew me away. You
Yeah.
can't even mourn anyone in that movie. That's just like,
No.
oh, now the next person. Oh, okay.
That's just like the worst part of society.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think I love this one because like it kind of almost is like the Munsters in a way, like
Yes.
monster stuff.
Yes.
I love
does.
it, man.
It belongs up there with like I know this is a weird one to bring up, but 21 Jump Street, the remake, the new one, because again, it knows what it is, and that's why it works. This very much, and Black Dynamite is a perfect example because again, it knows what it is. It's able to get away with jokes that nobody else can, like the acid piss. That I can, God, that's so funny. I forgot so much that scene.
That leaked before it came out, and everyone was like, "Oh my god! Like, what is he doing? What is?" They didn't. You couldn't. It wasn't a movable image. It was a static image. So they were like, "What is that?" And, I didn't tell my wife about it because I was like, "I'm gonna watch this right." And she fell out, dude. She's pissing herself.
I like even when they got to the inclusive 80s, like so it was the girls lifting their tops,
Oh yeah.
and then it goes right into a peen, and you're like,
Yeah. And that's trauma, man, because they're like, we're not going to exploit just one type of person. We're exploiting everybody. Yeah. They were phenomenal for that. A lot of people made like their debuts in trauma films.
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, hell, one of the first things of James Gunn you'll ever see is wildly offensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But it's this, I can't say enough how much this is worth your time. Like, if you even have a passing interest in seeing this movie, I would recommend seeing it on the big screen with people.
Yeah.
Because
It's fun, man.
I love that everybody laughed at different things.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I laughed out loud a lot. My wife kept looking at me, grabbing my arm, being like, "I love seeing you this happy," because like I just love movies like that. Like, I'm gonna drop an image in the chat for another movie called Psycho Gorman, which is I'm a huge fan. And
we
that
already
one,
know.
so much.
yeah. So Psycho Gorman is kind of like it's like Toxie's like the same that madcap style, you know. But I tell you, my favorite part of the whole movie, dude, and this is like meta. Was months ago when, having a rough week at work, I would play this song and dance with my little dog in the kitchen, and my kids and my wife would crack up. And it was The Look of Love by the ABC at the end when the son is doing the theatrical performance.
Yeah,
That song was a song I was using to make myself feel better. And then it popped into the movie for the kid.
Wow.
I looked at my wife and I'm like, it's that song.
It's
It's
awesome.
that song.
It's awesome. I love it. And this once the son has the confidence to dance,
Yes.
he
Oh, yeah.
dances through the post-credit scene. Like as he's making the
So good, dude. It's a Breakfast Club moment. It's a John Hughes moment.
Yes.
And somehow they layered in this like wacky B horror gore movie on top of it. You're getting both at the same time. That's why it's so good. That's why I text you guys. I'm like, go see it. Because it's like it's a feel good movie. I hate this.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
it
had
is.
this
It
weird
is.
Ted Lasso thing about it.
Yeah.
It had Ted Lasso characters in it.
Yeah.
Like the actors from Ted Lasso were in the movie. It had
Oh,
this
shit.
weird. As I'm watching, I'm like, this has got like this. Like it reached out and gave me a toxic hug.
Yeah.
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 Slimy,
like-
but
even-
loving hug.
Dude, I feel I'm so glad I got to see it, and I got to see it in the theater. You know, obviously it would have went to streaming, but like I was like, man, I hope it's playing around here, and it was. And I immediately bought tickets because watching it being like the little movie that could, and then watching the promotion at San Diego, and Elijah coming out, and Peter coming out, and Lloyd getting together and being like, yeah, like this is I'm not mad about this. Lloyd gets mad about a lot of stuff in movies and politics, so to see him support his own rebirth.
Yeah.
And he did say this is probably his last hurrah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, this is
yeah.
a good hurrah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he pop up at the end?
Yeah. He was the
Yeah.
guy in the what was he?
He's always got the golf hat, and
Yeah.
the high trousers. Very Shemp.
Oh, and I saw an interview with he was talking about how you can't call him a superhero.
Yeah.
Can't call him a superhero.
Yeah, because of the trademark on the name.
He's a super mutant hero.
Super mutant hero. I gotta change it.
Superhuman hero. That's what he calls him.
It was ironic. They definitely, the license plate on the car that Toxie fell on had a New Jersey's license plate, but they didn't do a lot of New Jersey stuff, you know?
No. I think they wanted it to feel very every townsy. It was very Springfieldy.
Yeah, Springfieldy,
Yeah.
exactly. It did have a couple Jersey nods in there to license plates and newspapers and stuff like that, but
it felt like nothing I'd seen, but every Toxic Avenger thing I'd seen. Now that's not a lot, but
absolutely, man.
Fits
it
in
elements of all of it, you know. The fact that he was like it, because when you see the pictures of him and you see the stills from the old movies or the other films, it's like, ooh, like what is that guy? But then when you get into it, you're like, oh, he's the good guy. You know what I mean? And again, you know, I like the monster good guys, so.
And his eye keeps popping out throughout the movie.
Yeah.
You're popping it back in.
The little pupil moving was cool. And then, like
how
pulling
he
out
uses a periscope.
Pulled it out. He's going to go around the corner. So funny, dude.
When he rips the first guy's arm off, that's what you knew. You really knew.
You
like the trippiness in the opening was one thing, but the ripping the arm off was like, oh, well, hey.
Yeah, here we are.
Real Kill Bill real quick.
Yeah. I loved how he came out through the shadow. Like, you know, it was like the glow around him and stuff. Man, really well done. Some very cool effects there. Like,
I love how fickle and like flip floppy, like the people of the where was it called?
Saint Romasville.
Saint Romasville. Saint Roma's Village. So
well, it's hilarious every time you see it.
Everything's messed up. So it just says Tromaville. But the people were just so flip floppy. I loved it. They were like, "Boo, he's evil! Oh no, we save people!
Oh, we love him!
He's amazing!"
Right?
Yeah. You don't need time to build rapport. Just
in the same scene, they're screaming and yelling. I mean, hey, look, Superman just did that. So
right. Interesting.
That was what he right before he goes at the band, the nuts, the.
Oh my God, the band.
Yeah.
The ICP band.
He just takes the stage, does his own song, and everybody's like, yeah! And he turns around and just slaughters them. Yeah. They're like, why did he do that? Yo, these people are evil? Yeah!
Or when the lead singer shoots him.
Right.
He's like, that's not what he looks like. Oh my God.
The killer nuts.
Again, I can't say enough. Go see the movie.
It's a comic book on a screen.
So, yeah. You know what? Everybody's saying that right now. This deserves it.
Yeah.
This deserves it. This will be one of the best movies of 2025.
It's in my top 5 for sure.
No question.
Yeah.
No question. I cannot wait for it to come out on digital. I want to watch it again. Hopefully there's still more showings. Because again, it's not going to be easy to find tickets, at least for where I am. There wasn't many theaters and there wasn't many showings. Yeah. So if you're seeing this, get out there and go support it because
real quick
deserves a bigger run.
John, I was going to say, I just noticed this. Sorry to jump in.
Please.
The day before it came out, they announced, I believe the Cineverse announced that for every $1 million it makes, it's paying like $50,000 in medical debt for people.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Turning a lot. I don't know if those numbers are accurate, but they're big. And they said the better it does, the more they're going to pay off medical debt for people.
I mean, that's incredible.
Right. Yeah. So
it blew
I'll
my
see it
mind.
again. I'm going to go see it again.
If you guys made it this far in the video, go support that film.
Yeah, that's all action.
Yeah, right.
Don't hit likes. Don't hit subscribe. Go out and see the movie.
Doing the F up.
Then come back. Then hit like and subscribe. All right. So
comment
real quick,
first
before we wrap this up. Do I still have it up? Yeah, I do. Let me pull up this image because we just have to set the record straight for a quick second here. Come on, technical difficulties.
Hit me with the boots.
Hit me with the boots. Hit me with the boots.
But this is the news we're about to get into with the
Well, people losing their mind for weird things, and I will show you as soon as I can hit the button to make the thing happen. Look, I know what I'm doing. There it is. All right, so a lot of people have been talking about this poster. This apparently is at D23, and I want to say bullshit.
Right.
This is making its rounds, and a lot of people are saying that this is a Marvel. Like it says, it's got the copyright in the corner. 2025, or right there. Marvel copyright 2025. But this is not Marvel's. This is fan art that's been around for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not anywhere close to something that Marvel would put out. You can tell that they pulled the PNGs from a website and put them together. It's a beautiful photo for what it is, but let's not take this too far.
Yeah, like there's almost no synergy in this picture.
Yeah.
They're just there.
It's also taking all the spices out of the spice rack and putting them into the suit.
Well, we're getting a poster like this. You're
yeah.
right. There's no
Yeah.
question, but we are 100% getting a poster similar to this whenever it comes out. But this is not official, as we can see right here in the corner.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
This is not Marvel's. So this picture, please stop falling for it. And honestly, I think people just need to take a step back on some of the news. Just let it ride for a minute, because the whole RDJ fighting Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. fighting Ryan Reynolds. That was a tweet somebody said. I wonder if it was those two, and then everyone went, "Oh, they're beefing." Everybody, relax.
Everybody wants to be first to the market with the hot goss on like what's going on. This is obviously fake because the light, the halogen light in the ceiling, would be reflective behind the thin sheer banner, and you can't see the light behind it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Very hungry to be like, look what, getting the most clicks or getting the most like shares and the virility of a post.
Dude, they may have gotten 12 cents for that.
12.
Yeah. Now it's going to be on those like satin shirts with the collar, with the wraparound fit.
Stop making fun of my shirts.
Your shirt's cool because the print like moves. I'm talking. This is like the full body print where it's like as the person turns, it's the poster.
Yeah, I think I have one of those.
Whatever.
You're right. You're right.
Yours is officially licensed.
Hold up a mirror,
Big
Buzz.
difference.
That's fine. That's how we'll end the show.
I got traumatized. You know what I
There
mean?
you go. And so did I.
Anyway,
but still, take that news aside. That's just so I can make a different clip later. I want to go back to the news that's actually important, which is how good that Toxie was. So, cannot stress again. Go see the movie, knowing what it supports. All the more reason to see it more than once. It definitely deserves multiple showings, and I hope that movies like this don't fall by the wayside. Like the last time I saw a movie like this is way better than, but I still really liked, was Onyx the Fortuitous.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a fun movie too, man, and I
Another
miss
one.
those kind of goofy movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, yeah, that's gonna do it. Once again, we already did that call to action, didn't we? Come on. We
Kind of, sort of. We
this, right?
did. We did. It was more, but we did it for the film. So we'll do it for that. So if you made it past that first call to action up to this one, please follow us on all socials. That Comic Podcast everywhere except for X, formerly Twitter, which is That Comic Pod. And again, you made it this far. Like, comment, subscribe. We're here for you, baby. I am Features.
I'm Buzz.
Features is wrapping up every video from now on. That's for damn sure. I'm not that. I am.
What a bow.
I'm Menti. Deuces.
Excelsior.
That's that, huh?